So, aliens. At this point, they're pretty essential to the LEGO canon, and here in 2024, LEGO is taking things a step further yet by introducing aliens for the first time in LEGO City, a theme that is traditionally focused on depicting reality. Kind of. At least I hope there's some Burger-mobiles out there, but I digress. It may come as a surprise to you, however, to learn that aliens haven't always been part of the LEGO portfolio. Even with space being one of the founding pillars of the brand back in the 70s, the first LEGO aliens would take almost 2 more decades to arrive on the scene. So hey, let's take a closer look at the history of LEGO aliens. LEGO's first aliens popped up in 1997 under the UFO theme, and without a doubt, they were some of the most impressive figures of their time. New armor and helmet molds, printing all over the place, transparent heads. I mean, there's just so much to love here. The official lore about the aliens varies from region to region. In the US, it's said they came from the planet Humorless and can usually be found butting heads with the other space factions of the time. In Europe, however, the aliens were said to be one of 2 Zotaxian factions hailing from the planet Zotax. The aliens are even named through various comics and magazines, and much like the rest of the lore, the names are not consistent from country to country either. Here's who we're gonna call Alpha Draconis. The LEGO Mania magazine describes him like this: Alpha is the leader of the alien UFO force. His nickname is the Dragon because of how he looks with his mask on and how his breath smells. Everyone thinks that Alpha keeps his mask on because he's uglier than the mask, but the real reason is he scares himself when he looks in the mirror. Then there's Commander X. A Bricks and Pieces magazine also dubs him the ruler of the UFO forces. And the last alien is Kamon, a daring pilot of the UFO fleet. In addition to these figures, 2 robot assistants also show up throughout the theme called Tech Droids. UFO was a very ambitious introduction to LEGO aliens, and I think that even all these years later, the figures hold up incredibly well. The helmets of these Zotaxians have got to be some of my favorite minifigure headgear ever. But the story of the Zotaxians didn't end there. It continued the following year in 1998 with LEGO's second alien theme, Insectoids. The story is explained primarily in a puzzle book called Insectoids Invasion. The Zotaxians were forced to flee their homeworld and crash landed on a planet called Holox. The planet was filled with large insects called billion bugs, and over time the Zotaxians began to develop vehicles that resembled the insects to help them blend in. Other sources take a completely different approach though, pegging them as yet another species set on invading and conquering Earth. Stylistically, they do share a number of similarities with UFO's aliens. Some even make use of the same shoulder armor piece. There's a pretty impressive variety in the prints for the Insectoid Zotaxians too. It makes the aliens all feel unique, but still part of the same group. These guys also get a new helmet, one that would be repurposed throughout Alpha Team for Ogle's minions. This time around, the theme's robot sidekick is called a Gigabot, and the Transclear helmet is seriously awesome. It's a piece that originally showed up in 1994 in the Spirius theme. It wouldn't be until 2001 when we'd see some new aliens, and these guys are definitely some of my all-time favorites. Introducing the Martians from Life on Mars. Up until this point, LEGO sets had only given us vehicles for the aliens, but Life on Mars gave us our first look at a proper alien base, and I adore this set. So much of the charm of the theme though comes from its aliens. The Martians make use of the iconic Star Wars battle droid arms and torso introduced in 1999, but Life on Mars saw the pieces recolored in all sorts of crazy ways. It makes for a delightfully vibrant and animated cast of characters. Life on Mars has always been a noteworthy space theme for showcasing peaceful collaboration between humans and aliens. It's a wholesome theme about exploration, discovery, and imagination. Oh, and it gave us so much of those sweet, sweet sand colors. LEGO Space would then disappear for a few years in favor of Star Wars sets. Those have plenty of aliens of their own, of course, but perhaps that's a video for another time. It wasn't until 2007 that Space would return with a very different take on Mars exploration with the theme Mars Mission. Aliens from another galaxy and humans compete for energy-rich crystals on the Martian surface. Aliens developed for the theme are, well, they're unique. Simply made of 2 pieces, they're about as simple as a minifigure minifigure can get. Allegedly, they can glow in the dark, but it's a pretty weak effect. A later wave of the theme brought about alien commanders, larger aliens which quite creatively make use of the same elements for both arms and legs. The Nintendo DS game LEGO Battles also showcases the alien queen, but she never appeared in any official sets. Yeah, these little green dudes aren't for everyone, but having grown up with the theme, the aliens still have a special place in my heart. Plus, they're wonderfully cheap to get, even today. Great for army building. And then 2009 brought about the return of Space Police, and with it, a whole host of spectacular and ridiculous aliens. The premise of the theme was simple. The Space Police are tasked with catching the alien baddies causing chaos throughout the galaxy. There's Wrench, accused of excessive smashing, bashing, and crunching. Squidman, notorious for his gold theft, forging, and smuggling. Cranks, who enjoys playing Grand Theft Spaceship in real life. Frenzy, an unlawful meteor muncher. Snake, who refuses to tip at space diners. The Skull Twins, guilty of illegal asteroid drag racing. Jawson, who's been caught both breaking into and out of Astro Jail. And then there's even more. The aliens are a huge step up from what we've seen before, with all sorts of new custom heads, helmets, and prints. The design team clearly had a lot of fun with these, and I think they make for some of LEGO's most memorable aliens. 2011 gave us Alien Conquest and 4 new alien designs. For the first time in LEGO history, aliens are actually officially invading Earth. So, let's get to know our new overlord, shall we? Up first is the Peluvian Brain Beast, better known as a Klinger. Their specialty, mind control. Then there are alien pilots and alien troopers who make up the bulk of the invading army. The alien android is one of the main henchmen of the alien queen herself. The way his head is constructed is quite fascinating, making use of 3 pieces altogether. The alien queen is pretty similar to him, but features a new faceprint and those awesome tentacle legs. While we're talking about this style of alien, it's worth pointing out that these headpieces were repurposed the following year in 2012 in collectible minifigures Series 8's Alien Villainous. She got new prints yet again for the face and a recolored trans pink brain piece. Even beyond the Alien Villainous, aliens have been a staple of CMFs for years, with entries such as Series 6's Classic Aliens, Series 9's Alien Avenger, Series 13's Alien Trooper, and more. The last great alien theme though, unless you count video, and I definitely don't count video, but anyway, the last great alien theme would then be 2013's Galaxy Squad. Ironically, even with it being the most recent of the themes here, it's the one I have the least experience with, having never owned a single set. But don't worry gang, I ordered some of the absurdly expensive minifigs so we can take a look at them. Galaxy Squad basically takes the premise of Alien Conquest to intergalactic levels, with the squad protecting multiple planets from invasion by the alien bugoids. The alien forces are made up of bugoids, mosquitoids, mantisoids, and insect larvae. As was pretty par for the course for themes of this era, there's very little backstory to dive into regarding these guys, but hey, they sure look cool. And then we fast forward to 2024, where original LEGO aliens have returned in the most unlikely of themes. LEGO City? Of all the places I thought aliens would show up, this is not where I thought I'd find them. I surely thought Ninjago would be going up against UFOs pretty soon, but the context of LEGO City has allowed for a very interesting take on extraterrestrials. And thanks LEGO for sending me all these new sets. The city space sets this year technically feature 2 different alien designs. The main variant is included in 3 sets: Space Explorer and Alien Life, Command Rover and Crane Loader, and Space Base and Rocket Launch Pad. They're adorable, goofy looking guys made up of 3 pieces: an upside down Angry Birds crown element in lime, a 1x1 round plate with hole, and a printed lime minifigure head. Their smiles lead me to believe they're pretty harmless. The second variant is a juniorized version of the creature for the Waves 4+ set, Spaceship and Asteroid Discovery. This dude is even smilier and probably a bit more durable than his leaner cousins too. You can find the same alien variant in a Friends Set 2, Mars, Space Base, and Rocket. While it might fall under the umbrella of LEGO City, this new wave of space sets really feels like its own thing, and the sets are better for it. There's a bold color scheme embracing the new red-orange color, which feels like a classier version of Mars Missions palette. There's colorful astronauts, which harken back to the teams of Galaxy Squad. There's energy crystals similar to those of insectoids, and then there's adorable little aliens, which remind me a bit of life on Mars. So yeah, maybe they aren't the most exciting aliens we've ever seen from LEGO, but man, is it good to see LEGO Space return. So there you go. That's a brief history of LEGO's aliens over the years. Which aliens have been your favorite? I mean, for me, in terms of raw cool factor, it's gotta be 1997's UFOs Otaxians. They look absolutely insane. My nostalgic choice would probably go to Life on Mars' Martians though. Love those guys. But that's all I've got for this time. Have yourself a great life, and I'll see you again soon.